welcome to InThisCornerTV.com, sponsored by Tecate, Cerveza con Carácter. I'm Smitty at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, site of Saturday night's showdown featuring the youngster Amir Khan against the veteran Zab Judah. Should be fireworks. We caught up with both fighters and their trainers, Freddie Roach and Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Zab, first off, let's talk about the changes in your life and your career.
Yeah, the change is great. I just, I surrendered to God. I gave my life to God, and everything's been great. You know what I'm saying? It's been beautiful.
Been also some changes in your corner. Why the switch from your dad to Pernell?
Like I said, Pernell Whitaker. People don't understand. I've been with Pernell Whitaker since I was the age of 15 years old, and I've had the opportunity of sharing the ring with him, my professional debut, and I fought in the co-main event of Pernell Whitaker, and I've been with him ever since, and now he was a brilliant fighter, he was a master defensive fighter, he was a pound for pound one of the greatest fighters of our era today, and now I've chosen for him to work my corner.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo!
Pernell, what's it been like working with Zab Judah?
It's been an absolute pleasure for me because I know Zab very well. I've known him since he was 15 years old. He's been around me most of not all of his amateur career. So, he's mimicked me, he's followed me. I've worked with him, I've taught him a couple things back then. I thought he was one of the best amateur fighters in the world. So, but now that I get this opportunity to get him back on center stage, absolutely, it's made me a pleasure working with him, winning a world title as a trainer. So now I can say that I've been a world champion as a fighter and a world champion as a trainer.
It seems to me that he appears so relaxed in there, and I think that's something that you brought some other changes in his life, but he's so relaxed in there. He seems to be seeing things more than he did when he was a younger fighter. Would you agree with that?
I agree. I totally agree because I think, now he's having more fun. He's more relaxed now. It's not always you got to go out there and try to knock somebody out because, you're not a gorilla. You're 140-pound junior welterweight boxer. The name of the sport is called boxing. The name of the sport is not called going there, try to be a gorilla, try to knock somebody out. If you don't knock him out, what happens? Then he get you. So I just came in and he knows me. He know I'm gonna play around. I love the sport, so I'm not gonna let nobody play with the sport. Plus, I got an image also, so my image is people know that that's not my style. I'm a boxer.
That's my man.
So the name of the sport is. He got finesse, speed, and power. He has all three of those things, and all he got to do is combine all three of them together and let them work for each other, and it'll happen for him.
It's funny, when I first saw you back in 1996, I said,
Yeah.
this kid looks like Pernell Whitaker
Yeah,
power.
yeah.
So there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah, yeah.
The fight with Mabuza had to be one of the highlights of your career. Obviously, you faced better opposition, but so many people counted you out at so many times during your career. How did it feel to once again be world champion?
Well, you know what? This is one of my messages, and a long time ago, somebody from Brooklyn named me the comeback kid. My message to the world, to children, to adults, to everybody is never let man count you out. Never let nobody tell you that it's over, because it's only over when God says it's over. And like I said, I surrendered my life to Jesus Christ, and I told him, if you can fix me, you can have me. And he's done a great job with me, and I thank him. All praise is due to him, and I'm just feeling great. I mean, I surrendered to the King, and now, hey, I'm rolling with the king.
They want to know what you're going to do next week, man, on your fight time.
I feel great. I just feel like I'm ready. I'm well prepared, and I'm just excited for the opportunity.
The opportunity. It's all good. You see that? The opportunity, but he winked at me.
Let's talk about Amir Khan, this training camp. One of the things I noticed yesterday in watching Eddie Mustafa was here watching you, Hasim Rockman, Nonito Donaire. Tyson's been over here. It must feel great to have these guys over here watching you prepare for this big fight.
Yeah, well, these are my friends. Before boxing, after boxing, win, lose, draw, and we support each other, and it's just a good feeling. I mean, they see the change in myself. I see the change in myself, and I just thank God every day for it. And I'm just prepared 100% mentally and physically for this fight. I think July 23rd you will get the best Zab Judah that you guys have been looking for years to come.
Let's talk about this fight specifically. He's a little bit taller than you. He's obviously a lot younger. He's taller. The reach, you actually have him in reach.
Yeah, he's 1 inch taller than me. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the experience, and he hasn't been tested. What is your game plan?
Well,
Amir listens to these interviews with us, so tell him what's going to happen.
No, well, you know what? It's not about me to tell Amir Khan what's going to happen to him. Amir Khan is a young fighter. I have respect for him as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I have respect for every fighter that steps inside of a square ring. It takes a different kind of heart as a person to step between ropes and defend yourself. You know what I mean? Him being a young kid and being from Britain and I understand the pressures and the weights that's on his shoulder. You know what I mean? But like I said, I wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? Come July 23rd, I'm destined for something, and then I will not be shortage of it. Amir Khan is young. He has the opportunity to come back and do it all again, and I wish him much success and the best.
As far as your game plan, I expect, my own opinion, to see a very aggressive Zab Judah. You have tremendous power in that straight left. I love your right hook. Cutting off the ring against him, is that something that's going to be important in this fight? He likes to move.
Yeah, well, as a boxer, you're always taught that if a person moves a lot, you cut the ring off, and don't follow him. Cut the ring off, and and working with Pernell Whitaker, he always teach you go in behind great defense. You know what I'm saying? Once you go in behind great defense, offense follows. So, like I said, we have a great game plan for Amir Khan. We know he's fast. He has fast hands, fast feet. He has good power, and I know he's hungry. He's anxious to be in this position, and he wants to win to show the world that he is good. I understand he's getting a little bit bigger now for the weight class, and I just wish him well.
All right, well, look into that camera though and tell your fans what they can expect July 23rd against Amir Khan at Mandalay Bay.
Hi, this is Zab Judah. July 23rd. Against Amir Khan and Mandalay Bay, you can expect a sensational, dynamic explosion. You know what I'm saying? The title is titled Attack and Conquer, but I think you'll witness a little bit of brains, and I think I've grown up. Amir Khan is gonna grow up come that night. I'm pretty sure he'll come in there and he'll witness. He'll learn a lot from this situation. I'll learn a lot from his situation, and I just pray that God blesses both fighters to leave the ring the same way that we came in. That's it.
Well, best of luck and continued success. And after this fight, unfortunately, you gotta get in the ring with me.
Oh man, I'm gonna retire now.
Amir, tell us about training camp in preparation for Zab Judah on Saturday night.
Training camp's going really, really well. 10 weeks in LA. No traveling at all. I was just based in LA, training hard at the Wildcard Gym with Freddie Roach and Alex Ariza as well. And now we're here in Vegas, ready to, doing all the hard training. I mean, it's all about keeping loose and keeping the game plan fresh in the mind. Zab Judah is very awkward. We know he's very dangerous and everything, but we have to just be one step ahead of him every time. We can't make any mistakes because he's a veteran in the game, very experienced, 5-time world champion. That says it all. And just picked up another world title at 140 pounds, which I think is a better weight for him. And we have a unification fight on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a very explosive fight. We've got two big names, and I think from a great win I had against Maidana in the Mandalay Bay, I think it's going to be another one now, hopefully against Judah, to get his name on my record will be amazing.
I think the key to this fight, in my opinion, is your jab and your movement.
That's right, yeah, that's what me and Freddie have been working on, the jab, the movement, and just being smart, really. You know, not making any mistakes, not jumping in to any, not getting too excited, because sometimes Zab does blow himself out, he does get a bit tired, and we just have to be very careful. We just don't want to jump onto any of his big shots.
Is this the most dangerous fight in Amir's career, in your opinion?
I won't say the most dangerous, but he does have experience. He sets traps well and so forth, but he's very predictable, I think. He sets the traps the same way for a long time. I know he's making some change with his new trainer, Pernell Whitaker, and I think they're probably going to box this a little bit more, knowing Pernell's performances in the past. But overall, I think once he gets hit, he's going to revert back to what he truly is.
You're one of the best, if not the best strategist in the game. I pride myself as being pretty good. I would think the strategy would be you have the younger, quicker, faster, longer guy. I would think jab, move, and make him expose his age.
But the thing is, Zab is not the type of guy that's going to come to you. So we've been working on that strategy, of course, but Zab, in case he doesn't want to engage and so forth, and wants to move, we have an answer for that. And we know when he sets traps, when he goes to ropes, puts himself in the corners and so forth, gives these young guys a little confidence, and they walk into the big left hand. We're not going to fall for that, and we have a great game plan, and we always fight at a high pace, and he better be ready for 3-minute rounds the whole way.
I remember talking to you about Manny when he was about that age, and you really worked on the balance in the right hand. What are the things you're trying to really work on to make Amir one of the best fighters in the world?
Well, balance mostly. Sometimes he comes over with the back foot when he reaches with the right hand a little bit. And, we're not perfect yet, but he's getting closer and closer to it. I just don't want him to go in recklessly and be more settled and set the combinations up a little bit better. Prediction for Saturday night? We will knock this guy out.
Do you consider Zab perhaps the most dangerous opponent you've ever faced?
No, not really. I think Maidana probably was more dangerous with the punching power he had and the record he come into the fight with. Whereas Zab Judah, I really think that a good clean shot will put him away, or put him down, and I know I can dishearten him, frustrate him in the fight. And also, I think he's getting on a little bit. He's getting a little bit older now, so I think his body ain't going to be the same as mine. I've got a youth behind me that's going to keep me going from the first round to the 12th round.
You're the man in the UK now, with Hatton retired and David Haye very unimpressive against Klitschko. You're the man.
Well, they're both good friends of mine. David Haye, unfortunately, just didn't win against Klitschko. And then you got Ricky Hatton, which I think is a wise decision that he's made, which is to retire. But yeah, they've got me as number one now, pound for pound. You've also got Carl Froch, who's another great fighter from England. But yeah, it's just one of them things. I just do my job. I just train hard, work hard, and it just pays off.
Prediction on Saturday night?
Prediction is, I never go in there trying to go look for a knockout, but I think a knockout will come in the fight. It might not be early. It could be early. You just don't know. If I catch him clean, I think he will go. I really think it won't go the full distance. If it does go the full distance, it'll be a unanimous decision my way, or I'll win by knockout.
So you heard from both fighters and their trainers. I think it's going to be one hell of a showdown on Saturday night. You got, again, the veteran in Zab Judah, who appears to have reinvented himself, a new trainer, a new religion, and a new attitude, and a calmer Zab Judah, which I think will make for a more dangerous Zab Judah. For Amir Khan, I think this is going to be the toughest fight of his career, because I think Zab Judah, quite honestly, is a much better fighter than Marcos Maidana. When all is said and done, though, if Amir fights the right kind of fight, utilizing his left jab and his height and his maneuverability and his youth, I think he should win the fight. But it'll be dangerous the entire 12 rounds or less. Stay tuned for post-fight coverage. For InThisCornerTV.com, I'm Smitty.